Hi, folks. Rather colorful today. Uh, so, I made a promise to myself that next year I would go out and buy a tombak drum. I broke the promise, and here it is. This is what I just picked up. From Iran, the skin is camel, and the drum is, I haven't measured, 10.5 inches wide. At the drum head, it's actually about 11 inches wide at the full out base. Classified as a goblet drum. Very popular all over the Muslim world. And unlike Baran, which is a accompaniment instrument generally, this is both accompaniment and solo instrument. From what I've been told from some very reputable sources, that it's pretty common to have a tombak solo go 8 to 10 minutes long, if not longer, in some concerts. So I have a lot of learning to do about this cultural aspect because I'm very much an outsider to it. But in this case, I'm just happy to have this. It's gorgeous. It's non-tunable though, because it's going to be one of those humidity things. If you're looking to get them, the non-tunables are, if you get the smaller ones, they're about $250 Canadian and go all the way up to about $450, which is what this model was worth. I cannot pronounce the maker's name. I will have to look it up and try to figure out how to pronounce it. The other thing is tunable drums, you're looking at about $1,000. So this is why I bought this. I did the math and thought in the long term, and I thought I'm going to get something. But anyway, you're not here to listen to me talk. You want to see what it sounds like, right? You want to hear what it sounds like. Well, no more talking from me. Let's have a listen. What I like about it is it's very delicate on everything. There's no hard hitting. It's literally, it's all very delicate playing. I'm sorry, the camera's not really getting a great view of it, but and basically, I got to this little shop in North Toronto. I will put the contact information in the description below for this YouTube video, including their address. They were very, very helpful. The gentleman who helped me pick one out, and I had no intention of buying, I just wanted to play and try them out and ask some questions, and I ended up walking out with one of their more expensive models. Was phenomenally helpful, and we went through about 15 drums and narrowed it down. And literally, if you are looking to get these and you are near a music shop that sells them, normally you want to go in and try it before you do, and I cannot stress enough how much you really need to go in and get these, because they're not like, so for example, if you buy a Hedvig Shack drum, you're generally going to get his standard model sets with incredible consistency. These don't have that consistency. You need to buy the one that feels right for you. So the first thing I looked for was bass. And believe it or not, about 8 of these drums did not have a deep throaty bass. This is one of the ones that did. The second thing is that it needed to ring clear. All of them rung clearly, though this one actually has probably a little bit less. So the designer, whoever made this, probably focused a little bit more on bass. It's almost like a djembe. The third thing is a particular tone in the mid-range that I like, which is... It's a sort of a derp sort of sound. I really like that. I use my middle knuckle, and I'm not using it at the moment because I've skinned it playing. I'm going to have to wrap my knuckle for that. And this drum, it gets it. And the other one that I was trying is more pronounced, but I didn't take it because it didn't have the same bass. This thing is somewhere in between like a djembe and not, but it's not a djembe. It has a completely 90-degree rim. So how cool is that? And it's gorgeous. I mean, look at these things. Look at that. How cool is that? Seriously, like a culture that can make something this beautiful. That's and makes music that is so beautiful. I think that says something, right? I mean, we're so used to seeing guitars that are beautiful and other various instruments that are gorgeous, and there's so many ballrons out there that are so beautiful to look at and play, but I just for the sake of visually stunning looking things, I've never thought of this. Out of most goblet drums, I'm not generally interested at all in doumbek. Not a big fan of the sound. Djembe is all over the place. Djembe is sort of the goblet drum of choice for most people because it's the most accessible. This was hard to find. This is literally from the one store in Toronto that sells them, and it's not even overpriced. It's actually very fair. It's just it costs, right? It's shipped in, right? It's all handmade. It's no standardized model set. It's just there. So it's what a piece of work is this. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about that. I know I've been covering a lot of stuff with cross-cultural stuff into Bowron, and I know one of my videos I talked a little bit about Muslim influence in my playing, and this is where it's kind of going to also branch off in other stuff. What this doesn't mean though is that I'm not going to be teaching people how to play this instrument. I am by no means a teacher for it, so I'm not going to be a source for that. But I don't even know how to do this product review because I played 18 drums today, looking for the right one, 16, 18 drums, and it's like, I'm not an expert on this stuff. Bowron's maybe, but this is unique by comparison. So I love this stuff. It's like playing a ballron because you are pressing the skin and creating that sort of thing. Like, it's very similar. It's like playing a ballron from the opposite side. But yeah, it's incredible. And it's comfortable. It just sits on your lap and you can... How cool is that? Fun stuff. Coming up in a future video, I've been doing some research on Johnny Ringo McDonough and his techniques in playing. So that video will hopefully be the next video that I make. I will be doing the video on the TR head or one of my Bridget drums, one of the untaped Bridget drums, because his method of playing and sound kind of goes towards the players who like untaped drums. So I'm going to be doing a special video specifically for that, and I very much hope you enjoy it. It's just been taking me a while to try to get his style of playing. He has that bent wrist sort of playing. I'm not very comfortable with it, so that's one thing I'm not going to be great on, but I can certainly give some tips on how to get the Johnny Ringo sound. So that's going to be the next video. I still need to refine some of the stuff that I'm doing before I make it, so probably in a week or two. Hopefully less, hopefully in a week. So until next time, see ya.